Here is a number that should alarm every working American. For every single dollar that goes into a 401k, 40 cents comes right back out. Not at retirement, before retirement. And right now, a record 6% of Americans have raided their 401k just to survive. That number has tripled since before the pandemic. At the same time, the U.S. personal savings rate just hit its lowest level since 2008, the month Bear Stearns collapsed. Something serious is happening to the financial foundation of American households. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what is driving this crisis and 5 steps you can take right now to make sure you are not part of these statistics. Let us get into it. Welcome to Capital Roost, where we break down the financial news that actually affects your life. If you are in your 40s, this video is especially important for you, because the 401k is supposed to be the single most powerful retirement tool available to working Americans. But right now, millions of people are being forced to crack it open just to pay today's bills. Today, we are covering 3 things. First, the exact data behind this crisis and why it is happening now. Second, what a 401k withdrawal actually costs you. The number is shocking. And third, 5 alternatives to ever touching your retirement savings. Let us start with the numbers. Let me give you the full picture of what is happening right now. According to Fidelity, the nation's largest 401k provider, the average 401k balance fell 4% in the first quarter of 2026, down to $141,000. That drop was driven by severe market volatility connected to the Iran war and broader economic uncertainty. At the same time, more workers are pulling money out. Vanguard reports that 6% of 401k participants took a hardship withdrawal last year. That is up from 4.8% in 2024, and triple the pre-pandemic average of just 2%. Now here is the number that stopped me cold. For every single dollar flowing into a 401k right now, 40 cents is coming right back out as a premature withdrawal. Americans are building retirement accounts with one hand and emptying them with the other. And it is not just the 401k. The U.S. personal savings rate hit 2.6% in April 2026, the lowest level since April 2008. The 30-year average is 5.7%. Americans are saving less than half of what they historically saved at this point in their lives. What is driving all of this? 3 things. Inflation near 4%, squeezing every household budget. Gas prices above $4 a gallon, a direct hit to monthly cash flow. And median rent crossing $2,100 per month, consuming more than 40% of gross income for workers earning $60,000 a year. The math simply is not working for millions of Americans. Here's what most people do not fully understand before they tap their 401k. It is not just the money you take out that you lose. You lose the taxes, you lose the penalty, and you lose all the future growth on that money. Let me break it down with real numbers. Say you withdraw $10,000 from your 401k before age 59 and a half. The IRS immediately charges a 10% early withdrawal penalty. That is $1,000, gone instantly. Then you pay income taxes on the full amount. If you are in the 22% tax bracket, that is another $2,200. So on a $10,000 withdrawal, you actually receive only $6,800. You lost 32% before you spent a single cent. But here's the part that hurts even more. That $10,000, left alone in your 401k, earning 7% annually, would have grown to over $38,000 in 20 years. So you did not just lose $10,000, you lost $38,000 of retirement income. For someone in their 40s, that is a devastating long-term cost. And for high earners, it gets worse. Someone in the 35% tax bracket loses nearly half of every dollar they withdraw. Half. Before it ever reaches their bank account. Now, if you are in genuine financial crisis, I want you to understand when a hardship withdrawal is actually allowed. The IRS defines 6 qualifying reasons for a hardship withdrawal. Number 1, unreimbursed medical expenses for you or your dependents. Number 2, costs directly related to purchasing a primary home. Number 3, tuition and education expenses for you or your family. Number 4, payments to prevent eviction or foreclosure on your primary residence. Number 5, funeral or burial expenses for a family member. Number 6, expenses for repairing damage to your primary home. Even if you qualify for a hardship withdrawal, you still owe income taxes on the amount. The 10% penalty may still apply in many cases, and unlike a 401k loan, this money cannot be paid back. It is gone from your retirement permanently. So please treat this as an absolute last resort. All right, the most important part of this video. If you are under financial pressure, here are 5 alternatives to ever touching your 401k. Alternative number 1, take a 401k loan instead. This is very different from a hardship withdrawal. With a 401k loan, you borrow from yourself and pay yourself back with interest. No tax hit, no penalty, and the money stays in your retirement account working for you while you repay it. Most plans allow you to borrow up to 50% of your vested balance, or $50,000, whichever is less. Alternative number 2, build or use your emergency fund first. This is exactly what an emergency fund exists for. Even $1,000 to $2,000 in a high-yield savings account earning 5% right now acts as a financial buffer that protects your retirement from short-term crises. Alternative number 3, negotiate with your creditors. Before raiding your retirement, call your credit card company, your landlord, or your medical provider. Most will work with you on a payment plan. Creditors would rather negotiate than lose you entirely. Alternative number 4, consider a personal loan or HELOC. A personal loan from a credit union or an online lender, even at 10 to 12% interest, is almost always cheaper than a 401k withdrawal when you factor in taxes and penalties and lost growth. Alternative number 5, reduce expenses aggressively for 90 days. Before making any permanent financial damage, do a 90-day budget reset. Cut subscriptions, pause non-essentials, sell what you do not use. Most people can free up $200 to $500 per month when they audit seriously. That buys time, and time protects your retirement. Let us bring it all together. Right now, a record 6% of Americans are raiding their 401ks to survive. The personal savings rate is at its lowest level since the 2008 financial crisis. And for every dollar going into a 401k, 40 cents is coming back out before retirement. If you are feeling the financial pressure, you are not alone. But before you ever touch your retirement savings, exhaust every other option first. A 401k loan, your emergency fund, creditor negotiations, a personal loan, a budget reset. The 10% penalty plus taxes on an early withdrawal can cost you 30 to 50% of everything you take out, and the lost future growth could cost you even more. Your retirement is the one financial asset worth protecting at all costs. If this video gave you clarity, please give it a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information. And if you want honest, clear financial guidance every Thursday and Sunday, subscribe to Capital Roost. See you on Sunday.